Tom Barnes, I'm the head chef at L'Enclume. The knife has got it's a peeling knife, it's got a turn on it, and so when I'm turning the cherries it helps me keep like a perfect cut right through the centre of it. It just gives me a nice natural shape on the cherries. Obviously you got to use the right knife for the right job. One, so you don't cut yourself, I'd say, is an important thing, but obviously different knives up for different jobs. Just for the overall finish of the dish, I want the cherries to look nice. It's quite a simple element of the dish, poached cherries, so they don't want it to look tatty or anything. You've got to be nice, perfectly cut cherry, and so it makes the dish look visually appealing. Also, I've got a bitter orange puree, which I need to score the oranges for, to blanch them, to take some of the harshness out of the pith. The knife has to be razor sharp, so you get a nice clean edge on the cut. The dish I'm doing today is it's based around 4 flavours. It's almond, cherry, chocolate, and orange. So we have some poached cherries. We're going to make a chocolate brownie and soak it in the liquor from the cooked cherries. We've got a chocolate mousse. We've got an almond ice cream. It's been rippled with a bitter orange puree. We also have a cherry puree with an almond crisp. And yeah, that's it. So it's quite a lot of elements to it, but it's sort of based around those 4 flavours. Inspired by my time at Hof van Cleef, they did a brownie syrup. They had a poached pear dish on, and they soaked the brownie in the pear syrup. So I've sort of adapted that with some other techniques I've learnt in other restaurants, and done it for the month of August. We've got cherries, which are perfectly in season at that time. So on the dish title, it sounds quite simple, but then I think it's a nice surprise when you get all these different elements of that. I entered the first time in 2013. Mark had told me to do it. Obviously, Mark had run it before. He told me to have a go, and I got to the final. That was the year they filmed it for the telly. So when I got to the final that year, I sort of said to myself, right, well, I can get to the final this year, I'll just keep going until either I win it or run out of time, basically. So. Competition that's given a prize like that, it's incredible, from the stage to getting to associate yourself with all the other scholars and obviously the Roux family, the money, the trips, everything. The whole prize, the knives, everything. The whole prize is enormous, really. I can't think of any other competition that's given that. And obviously for me the biggest thing was the stage, like getting to choose any restaurant that you want to go to for 3 months. It's and have everything sorted out for you, paid for. It's amazing. I think, well, obviously, if I was giving advice, the first thing I'd say is make sure your entry, that's where it starts. I mean, obviously, I'm sure a lot of people enter and only 18 people get chosen, so look at your entry, make sure it's all nicely done, professionally done, no spelling mistakes, stuff like that, because obviously you're only picking 18 at the end of the day. And then, obviously, you need to have you should have basic knowledge of the classics, I think. I mean, I've never really worked it anywhere that classic, but I studied, when I got to the final, I studied through the recipes like the Roux and stuff like that. But obviously you've got to be confident in yourself. When you get to the final, the chances are whatever dish they give you, no one will have seen it, so once you get an idea in your head, go with that, don't look at what anyone else is doing and try and copy. Just go with what your original thoughts are. That's what I did. If I was to go anywhere, I would go to New York. I think I've not been to New York, and I've always wanted to go and eat it per se. But obviously in New York, there's so many other restaurants around there as well. You've got the Madison Park book, and that's always interested me. And so yeah, New York for me would be an ideal place to go and eat.